19 and we're going to talk an important information and presentation about how vaccines has been helping us against COVID-19. Now let's go to the introduction. We know that vaccines are the answer to reduce a present risk of contracting this deadly disease, COVID-19, which we have vaccines such as Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, and Johnson Johnson, of course. But in this presentation, we are going to prove that vaccines is the answer to protect us from this deadly disease and from their future environments.
Although there are many speculations about secondary effects about the different vaccines, the major risk on why COVID is such a dangerous disease is because of its effectiveness to spread very easily between people. Someone healthy may not be affected as someone with other health problems or old people. That's the reason many health institutions are trying their best to spread awareness, not because of its lethality, but mostly because of the harm it can make to certain number of people.
So first, we can see the COVID cases in January to August 2020. So these graphics show us how infections were increasing in large numbers at the beginning of the virus, where the vaccine had not yet been discovered. So we know that COVID-19 was discovered at the beginning of January. When it began to reach more people, it was in the beginning of March. That is why we can see in this graph the increase of this month and all the months of the year. So in addition, in this graph, we can see the countries with the most infections until June 2020. So we can see in red, the people that died, in yellow, the people that was sick, and in green, the people that was healthy in the year 2020.
As we can see at the beginning of the graph, the number of cases at the beginning of January was relatively low, oscillating between 600 cases. As the days went by, the number of cases increased, as can we see in the graph, until the highest peak of infections was reached on January 27, which was 1,473. As the weeks went by, the number of cases began to decrease significantly, registering between 150 to 200 cases in March and between 70 to 90 cases in April.
Moving on, during September to December on 2021, during these last months, the third doses, or better known as booster, is now applied to the public. As a result, we get that the number of cases has been reduced, and we get less than 500 cases. Everyone who got the booster, no matter age, is protected. Do you have three graphs here with different ages? And we can see that the people who are fully vaccinated are more protected.
In conclusion, after visualizing the graphics that we saw before, we can see and understand that at first the community wasn't prepared for a pandemic, and that's why we can see the big increase in infections.
Since March of 2021, we can notice that the cases decreased, and in April, the cases were minimal, and all thanks to the vaccine. Currently, in 2022, everything is returning to normal, and the law is changing as time goes by, and the use of face mask is now optional in some places.